Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate all the help that you're giving me. I'm still working for my 2,000 goal and it's a little under like 700. I'm going to be giving away the peacock die set, and once I hit that I'll have a drawing. So today I decided that I was going to make coffin boxes for putting treats in. And this is all hand cut and that. So when you open it, it's plenty of room to put in your treats and it's 2 inches deep. I hinged the lid on them, as you can see. And they're really sturdy boxes. And I tried to make it differently in each side. And I'm giving a pattern. I'm going to show you how I made my pattern and everything. But I thought they were cute little gifts to give out to family members or grandchildren or even co-workers as a treat. So I have had this black 8x8 cardstock, and I've been using this. I know if you use a thicker paper cardstock, you can do it also with that. It's just that I had this and I figured I was going to do it from here. So I cut this down. So it's 8, and then I cut it down to 5.5. I sliced it off. Then what I did was I measured in from the corner, well, like this. I measured in, let's just say this is cut off. I measured in at 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. And then I went from here to 2 3/4 to 2 3/4. Then I went back to the bottom and did 1.5 inches to 1.5 inches. So this is my template that I trace onto making my boxes, because this is made out of recycled diamond press packaging material. You could also, if you have a bunch of these boxes, you could use these to cut your templates and cover them with paper too. And because I save them all, and I just use them, I cut them up and use them for books and different things like that. Then once you have those two cut out, you have to make the strips. So you cut these at 2.5, and they're 12-inch paper pad. This is from Kingston's Paper. And then you cut 2 at 1.5 this way by 12. Once you have them all cut, you need to score them then. And you have to score these at 1/2 inch on all of them, just the one side. So the 12 will be running as a portrait, and the 2.5 will be running as a landscape. So I'm gonna do all my scoring first at 1/2 inch again for the 2.5, and then the 1.5 you do it at 1/2 inch, because this is going to be the top of your lid then. And I just like going through it twice. And then once you have this all scored, I can't get rid of my scoreboard, because now what I'm going to do is, because I want to make sure that my box, because I don't have it perfect, but the way I laid this down is the way I want to put my box together, as you can understand, because sometimes your one side might be different from the other side from cutting it because of the, I should have used an X-Acto knife, but I used my other slider cutter, and it didn't cut hard. It's just that like it kind of got a little movement and everything. So this would definitely be the top of my box, and then this is going to be the bottom of my box. So what I do is I lay my bottom of my box down, and we're going to do the bottom first. So the tops get set to the side. And what I will do next is I glue about 1/2 inch of this at the bottom here and make sure I line it up so I can continuously go around the box till the end. And I'm just estimating where I am putting this together because it adds more sturdiness to the box for it. And you'll see that the lines will match up where you had along the edge and your score line. And I'll just push that together. See the back here. And don't worry, this glue dries. If you have glue that dries, and you'll be covering it up anyhow with a pattern paper, like I did here. I just covered this with a pattern paper so you can't see it. And then I ran ribbon along here to add a little more to it. So that way you understand too that it does cover it up. Okay, so now that I have it finished that way, and what I want to do is I turned this around because there's a certain side of the Kingston paper. This is like sort of matted, and then this is a little bit of shine. Not much, but what I want to do is I want to keep it this way. So the reason I have my scoreboard out is because of the way you have to score and cut, or score and mark. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to decide where you're going to put this, start this piece of paper. And what I did was I started about a little bit of the center of it here. So I started here so that I know that I lay my paper right there. And then where this corner is, I go and mark it here. Now, what you want to do is you want to line it up with the groove and if it doesn't fit in the groove, move it to a groove and score it. And then fold it both ways. And then you're going to take the next section and you're going to lay this into, you want to make sure that that will be on your fold. And you want to lay that like that. And you want to mark it down here at this corner too. And then you're going to, it's easier for me if I open this up because then I have more room. Then you're going to score it again. And I just line them up and make sure I butt it tight so that way I know I'm doing a straight line. Then we're going to fold it. And then since we did this one, we're going to bend the box down to here. And you're going to fold it up. And you're going to see that that corner is going to fall right in there. And then I'm going to mark this one here. And go back up here again. And I'm going to line it up to the groove. And score again. Fold and score. And then we're going to go up this side. And the reason I bend it is so that I know I can see it's going to cover that point, as you can see here. And then I'm going to go here, whoops, and mark it here at that corner. Score it again. And bend it again. And then, since I have that here, wait a minute, went this way. Yep. So now we're going to this one. And if you're not sure, go back and do, because you can see, you know, that it's going up and everything. Just double check yourself. And put that there, here. And then I'm going to score here at this point. And then fold. And then I always double check myself because it's easy to get sidetracked on it. Okay, so I'm going to fold it there. Okay. And then this will be the last score line that you have. And like I said, wherever you did, just make sure you follow a groove and have it butt tight against your scoreboard. Okay, fold it back. Okay, so this is the bottom. It's ready. So now the next thing that you want to do is, let me move this out of my way for right now. The next thing that we want to do is we want to trim the corners off. So I fold them, and you don't want to go past your score line, but you want to take out the extra excess of the paper so it goes in the corners nicely. And this doesn't take long. It's actually really easy. Wait, I didn't get to the corner there. And I think these boxes are so cute. I'm planning to put cookies and that in it and give them out as gifts. So I thought it was really cute for doing gifts for the family. Okay, so now I want to make sure that I'm at this one. Yes. Okay, so now that I know that, I'm starting here, and so now I'm going to fold on the score line, and I'm going to fold inwards because this side will be facing out on my box. And you can burnish them if you want to too. That way you know, oops, that you got it. And this is white coarse paper that Kingston has. So if you see that in here, I just took a black marker, permanent marker, and fixed it. So if you have solid black core paper, that will work great. Okay, so what I did here now is I flipped, well, basically, I did it a couple of different ways. I want to make sure that I glue this all the way to the edge of here. You're going to be covering this up anyhow from the inside. And what I did was I lined it up on my mark where I put it, and then I looked where the bend is. And like I said, this dries clear, so I'm not worried about it. But I want to make sure it's flush on the outside here. And then what I did was I folded this up right here. Whoops. Getting glue happy here. Then I laid it down, making sure that I was matching the edge of it. And I double check it as I'm doing it. So I'm moving it, and I'm flush yet. So I'll keep massaging this in, that it sticks. This is quick glue. It really attaches fast. And I'll continue putting the glue on the back side here and all the way to the edges, so it will keep attaching. And see how I have this one up a little bit, so I want to bring that like that. And then this here. And like I said, you just continue to glue around the bottom, around that tab, and line it up to the edge of your box or your cardstock. And these, like I said, they're handmade, so if you're cutting them, sometimes they don't seem to cut the same. I took notice, and I had to flip things around. And everything has to be measured when you're doing the outer pieces, because I went to try to cut a bunch of them thinking that they were the same, and they were not. They were off a couple like centimeters or so, and it was just difficult. Okay, so now I'm rounding the top here, same way, and I'm gonna stick this one down. Make sure that I got it all stuck in there. Okay, so now you have this piece here, but we glued this down. So you want to pick it up and flip it to the inside. And I took notice, I don't have to trim this, because it seems that every one that I did not have to trim. It's flush in there. I don't know what I did. So what I'll do now is, before I do anything, I will glue this side here first. And I don't know how far it's going to come over, but I'll glue that. And then I will glue this tab here on this side, because this will be the end. And I want to make sure it stays stuck. And I want to fold this up and glue this in here. I'm hoping you can see it. Okay. And then I'm going to just butt it up against, pinching it. And it is lining up good out there. So then I will just take it. And, you know, as I was doing these, I thought too, you know, you wouldn't have to make a lid for your coffin. You could actually use these too and fill them up and cover it with paper, like cellophane, and put treats in it. It does a treat box. But I thought they really look cute as a box and everything. So the bottom is finished, and we're going to cut out to cover this. And if you use regular cardstock, when you cut out another piece, that will make it sturdy too. So the box is done. Now we're going on to the lid. Now, remember, this is going on top of here like this. So that's why I kept the two pieces, because one side is different for me. So when you do this, this is going to be the top of your box. So you're going to flip this over, and you're going to keep it like that. This is what you're going to glue on to. So just to give you a heads up, you know, because like I said, I had to learn the hard way. Now this is, wait a minute, what did I want to do? I want it on, yeah, I want this on this side. I have to flip it around. Okay. So you're going to have to glue this 1/2 inch also. And line it up, line your score line and their cut edges. See? That way you know you got it straight. Okay. And like you did before, you're going to make sure that your folded side, no, I feel like it's this one. So you're going to start it like you did the bottom of the box. You're going to mark where you want to start to lay this. So we're moving that there. We're going to take it out here to the edge, and we're going to score at the tip here, or you're going to mark it where it's got to fold. Okay, got to bring the scoreboard back. It's rough working with the scoreboard because my desk is so tiny, and I have to get this organized one of these days. Okay, so that I keep going with more projects. And you're going to score it right there. Bend and fold. And we're going to go to the next one. But I'm going to fold it up to make sure that I am on that point. And that is the key thing. It just seems that to make sure that you fold it, that it's bent, that you know that you're going on that point. So then we're going to go to this one. And fold and bend. And I'm going to go down to the bottom. And I'm going to do this one. And I think these are really adorable for gift giving ideas. Not only could you put candy and cookies and everything in there, you could put like small little gifts, maybe a t-shirt if you rolled it up, or a oh my goodness, I mean there's so many ideas. Little stuffed animals like those beanie bears, you know, beanie babies. That would be cute to put in there for a gift idea too. If you have little ones, they'll think that's great. I mean, and I'm easily amused, believe me. I do. I just don't think I grow up. My head is stuck in child mode at times. This is having your hands back and forth till you get this started. But as you can see, it's not hard to get it together. Right here, this way. Okay, so I'm going to go this one. And I'm always double checking myself because when I first started it, I did have some mistakes. Okay, put that one there. But decorating is the fun part of it. I love decorating it. So, and I'm trying to do different ones to see, you know, how we can do this. Okay. So now we're going to go back and we're going to fold these over. And you're going to cut out the stuff that you do not want. So it will fold in the corners nice. And like I said, I just fold them this way. I make sure I don't go right into past that score line, because you do not want, or that you'll have like a hole in your box. And you don't want that. You want it looking nice. Okay, one more. Okay. Now, sure this is one. Yep. Okay, so we're going to fold this inwards again. And we're going to burnish them all. Man, this desk, I definitely have to get it cleaned off. I have so many projects that I've been working on. I keep getting sidetracked and doing another one and another one. It's like, ay. All right. So we're going to start gluing again. Like I said, where you marked it, that's be the edge of your paper. And you just want to take your glue all the way down to the end and over here. and put it right on that mark. And make sure that you're there on that edge, because you want it flush again too for your lid. There we go. And I just keep it folded here like this, because it's easier for me to handle it like this. And I go down and I'm folding, and I always bring it up to make sure that I'm level on my thing, on the edge of the chipboard, or if you have your using cardstock. The chipboard I did get from Amazon. I'll try to link it because I got it a while ago, and I wanted to do something different. I did a book with it, and since I think it came with like 50 things of clipboard or chipboard, and I thought, oh, you only use 2 pieces, and I saved the scraps, so I'll be probably using that for something else, maybe mini books or something. I don't know yet. The way my brain goes, I just going around. And as you can see, it really does come together really slick once you got your rhythm down with it. And it's better, you can't make a template for the lid because you never know if you cut it a certain way. And that's why it's better to do it after you have it cut and be able to have it measure pretty good with the, fitting together and everything. Okay. And I just go back down and make sure that I burnish everything, that it's tightened on there. Okay, remember, this is the same way. It has an overhang. So you're just going to lift this up, bring it down here, and I always check to make sure to see if it's flush, and mine have been flush. I don't know, I haven't had to snip anything off of it. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to glue right in here along this edge. Like I said, I don't know how far this will come. And then I'm going to glue this edge and over, because I know that will come over a little bit further. Then I'm going to lift up this one, and I'm going to glue this in here. I'm hoping you can see it, that the box isn't in the way. And I'm going to put it down and make sure that it's flush again, which it is. And I'm good here. And then I'm going to burnish this down to squish that glue right in. And I'm going to squeeze this to make sure that I got all the glue there. Okay? And I just rub off the extra. Now, you do not have to make the lid. You can actually do this. It does fit together as the box. The only reason that I'm doing the lid is because it has like a little gap in here. Like it will gap away because they're both the exact size. We didn't trim it down. Like the lid should have been like maybe 1/8 of an inch larger, but you're using one template and it's hard to judge. That if you wanted to figure it out for 1/8 bigger, and then you don't have to worry about this gap in it, you can see. But like I said, it can be used as a box, and once you decorate it, I don't know if you'll notice the gap that much neither, because it will be decorated, and then you have your trinkets in, and it stands up, no problem. I mean, it stands up. It's pretty good with it. Okay, so now that I have this together, we're going to start figuring out the paper. Let me get the paper together. Okay, so I trimmed out this piece first. so the way I laid my template is this way. So the writing is the top of my box that I know. So I laid this on top of my paper and I traced it. Then I cut it less, but I had to keep trimming it till I got where I liked the look of it. Okay, so now I'm going to do the inside of the box. So we're going to flip this template over to this side, and I picked this pattern out. So I want the skull head. When you open up the box, you can see the skull head. I'm just trying to figure out if I want the whole skull head on or not. I know this is wasting paper, but I do think I want the whole skull head on. Yeah. This is hard to see because I can't see everything. But I think I'm going to take it there. So I'm just going to trim, or I'm going to trace this on this side. Okay, and I can see my pencil marks there. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this straight because I might be able to use that for something. So let me get this in here that I can. Okay, right about there, it feels like. I have plenty there. And then I know this will be, let's cut this off right away too. I can throw away. Okay, so I know this is going to be 5.5 because of my paper. And then that way my paper is and I can use this for something too. All right. Actually, I could probably trim this. Guess trim? Maybe. I'm feeling where the edges, there we go. Let me see if I can do this one too. Because we're going to have to trim it down anyhow. So it fits in the box. I can save more pieces. Okay, so now we're down to this. So I'm going to take my long scissors. You can't see it, but I'm going to trim not on the line. I'm going to trim in on the off about 1/8 of an inch and try to follow the line if I can see it. I told you before I'm blind. And then, why is this all the way up here? I must have cut way more than I was supposed to. Well, we'll find out. Hopefully I didn't cut too much more. And I'm going to make sure this one, I don't think I'm getting straight enough, but okay. Nope, look at that. Oh, I did. I cut too much on that side. Darn. Okay, well, let me trim this down a little bit. See, I didn't have a point. I might be able to fix that, though. Let me trim. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. You know what I'll do? So you don't notice it. I'm going to cheat a little bit here. Wait, where's that paper at? I'm just going to add a corner in there. It's a funny angle. We'll just do it this way. I'll just trim another one. Make sure I have the angle correctly. Just cut that off this way. And put it up there. And I have to just cut this. And that will cover that corner. Then see that? There we go. Okay, so now we have the top and the top and the inside. Now we're going to do the inside of this. So now we're back to this way again. So we're going to trim it this way. And before I go any further, I'm just going to trim this paper at 5.5 by 8, so I don't make the same mistake. Five and a half. And then we're going to go 8. That up there. That will make it much easier for me to trace this. So, like I said, it's going this way now. And if I line this up, we should be good. And take my pencil. Then this way I only have to cut this here, here, and just snip off a little bit on the top and the bottom of the coffin. Okay. So we're going to take, like I said, we're going to go into the inside here, about 1/8 of an inch. Try to follow this. And then we're going to cut this one 1/8 of an inch too. This paper is hard to see. And I'm going to probably snip off the top and the bottom 1/8 of an inch too. I'd have one of them that I could see better to snip. There we go. Now, test this out. So, like I said, you're hand cutting it, so I gotta trim a little more over in this side so it fits a little, just a little. I'm just gonna, this isn't that it's very tedious, it's just, if you like playing with the paper and everything, you'll have fun with it. Okay. Okay, that's what we needed to do. Okay. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sticking the pieces in. So I put tear tape on it instead of gluing it. It just is easier for me to put the tear tape on. Try to get it to the edge. You can glue it. You do whatever you want to do, how you want to put it together or put, you know, attach it. This is just how I'm doing these because it's, I mean, you don't have no slide room, but you don't really want no slide room. You want this fitting a little snug, but not real snug. But, okay. Just embellish or burnish these down to make sure that I got it good and stuck. Okay. And let's see there. Yeah, I really love doing these 3D projects with paper. It just is so fun for me. Okay, and just stick that in there. And there, the inside is finished. Now we'll do this one. Set that up there. This one I'm going to have to glue though, till I get the adhesive down. Which one was it? This way? Yep. Don't need much. It just needs that it covers that corner because I chopped that corner off too much. Kind of it did look funny, but I thought, oh, it's just me. It was me. Now, try to get rid of this tear tape again. This one I'm putting more to the air. So I'm excited about the Diamond Press haul that I have ordered. That birthday bash for Beth Kingston. That was a deal. I don't know if everything's still available, but that was 4 kits. Figured out to $15 for the kits, and that was really a good deal. Put this up like this. And I was excited about it. Be showing that haul and showing you things with that. Diamond Press has been bringing out over-the-top things lately. I really enjoy what they make for us crafters. And I just love mixing all the dyes and stamps. They seem that they always go together, even with other companies. But then again, I'm always outside the box, so like I just love playing with the dyes and everything, and then doing my own twist. Okay, now we're going back to the inside of the box, and we're gonna stick this in here. Do the top of the box the same way. I'm going to take this more to the edge, closer to the edge, because of this being outside the box. I hope my head's not in your way, that you can see. Coffins are adorable. I was like, oh, I was trying to think of something to put a treat in. I mean, I'm working on other things for the granddaughters and that. I just was trying to figure out what I could do that was a nice size. And I'll show you later on what I'm doing with this one. I'm going to go down the center too. Once I get their stuff together. It's so cute. What's in my brain anyways. Sometimes it don't turn out the way I want it to. But it's just like, oh, figure out something will come out of this. Sometimes I plan stuff and like the coffin thing, I was like back and forth in my head how I went to plan it. And I did see Sam from the UK. Oh, I can't even think what she made one a couple years ago, and hers was a smaller one that she could only get like 5 Cadbury those little egg things, but they were for Halloween. And I'm like, I want something a little bit bigger. So I was looking at the way she had hers done, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think I can do that if I refigure measurements and everything. And this is what I came up with. Okay, so there you go with that. Okay, so now before I go any further, I cut myself strips 1 3/4 inches. And this is where I was doubling. I was just doing it and cutting it. Well, the box ain't the same. So just cut your strip at that width if you want to cover the sides, and measure and snip it and do it that way. So this has to be measured by your own box, because like I said, if you cut yours differently, it will be, this has to be cut at 5 3/4. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this at 5 3/4. What did I say? 5 1/4, not 5 3/4. Yeah, 5 1/4. Yeah, because I want a nice margin. Okay. Okay, so that one will go on here. I might as well glue them on right away. And that way I won't get confused. But anyways, because it's handmade and not made by a die, everybody cuts things differently. Heavy cutters like cutters, you know, and sometimes I cut light, sometimes I cut heavy, just wherever it is. I don't have no control over my cutting. So what I'm trying to do is create a little margin between that I have on the box. And this also creates more it to be stable. Okay. And then I'm going to go this way with it. What am I doing? So this is about 2 1/4 inches. 2 1/4. I keep thinking I'm getting off you can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Still staying in a margin here. And I'm massaging it in. Okay, so now I have about 5 and it comes out to 5 1/2, a little, but I want to go under 5 1/2. So let's see, 5 and see if this is big enough. No. So I gotta take this one. 5 3/8. Try that. Let's see if it works. Yep. See? Shows you that it is different. Because I think the other one was only 5 1/4. Okay. I just want to make sure my margins are there. I should just massage it in here like this. I didn't do that. Okay, so now I need 2 3/4. Yep, 2 3/4. I wonder if I have enough on this one. Cut this at 2 3/4. Yep. And I only cut 2 strips at 1 3/4 to go around the box, because I think that's what I did with the last 2, and it was plenty to put on the box. And you could make these boxes different colors too. You don't have to stick with the black. Okay. It'd probably look pretty in pink with that Prima paper. I don't have no Prima paper though. Let's see, 2 and... I think this has to be 2 3/8. 2 3/8. Okay, let's make sure. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else I would put in these boxes. These are really cute. I might make one of these to put at my window at work to have my cauldron at. I don't know yet. I got that idea. Oh good, it has enough. And see, there's your seam, and this will cover your seam up too. So we need this one at 2 5/8. Yeah, these are all coming out to different sizes. 2 5/8. I don't have a line, so I'm gonna have to go like that. And I'm just going all the way to the edge. Put this in here. Uh-oh, I cut that too short. What the heck am I measuring here? Uh-oh. Oh no. I might have to cut another strip. What did I measure? Oh, it's 3. What the heck? Oh no, it was almost 3 inches. Okay. I'll cut another strip. Hang on. I have to cut it this way, and of course it's not big enough. Okay, hang on, I'll be back. Okay, so I got that last piece glued on, and I want to show you how it fits now that the pieces. So if you don't want to do the lid that hinged, you can just leave it as the box, and it will go like that. But I am going to hinge this one also. So what I want to do is show you. You can have it hinged this way or hinge it like a book, which I'm going to do the book way. So you need to, let me move some of my stuff out of my way. I got a collection here. So there's the fold here. You want to go on this side, but not on the corner, a little off, not much. And you want to cut straight up. And you just want to just take it there. You don't want to go too far in. Same way on this side, you want to go this way. Okay, now this is where it gets tricky. So I took it harder this way, which I think I'm still going to do it again like that. And I'm just going to cut this out. And then this one, I'm going to take up and do the same way. I'm going to go up, take this corner out harder too. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid back on the box. Let me clean that up a little bit. And now this flap moves up and down. So you're going to take your glue and you're going to glue the whole flap. Now my glue went and dried up again. Sweet goodness. Gotta take a pin. Let's see if it comes out. Oh, I hear it. So I'm just gonna run it along the edge here. And I'm going to run it this way. You want to make sure that you have plenty of glue on that. And I'm just going to press it against here like this. Now it doesn't want to stick, so you're going to have to flip this open and lay the box down again. And then press it from the inside. I hope you can see that. So I'm going to run this like this. I think this angle is, I think I made this worse than I did before. This is gonna fight with me now. There we go. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to use this ribbon this time because I'm going to put a cauldron on this. So I'm just going to lay this straight on here this way and snip it. And I got to make sure my gun heated up because I'm going to glue this, hot glue this time. And I'm going to just go slow with it because I'm not sure how wide this ribbon is. And I want to make sure my end's straight. So we're going to put this right up against, but in the center of it. And up like that. Okay. And I'm going to stretch it a little bit. And then I'm just going to hold it and I'm going to snip it like that. So then I'm just going to run a little bit at a time because this is it's not made out of plastic. It's made out of fabric. Hopefully this oozes out in it. There we go. So that would finish that like that. Now I'm going to have to angle this one. But I have to figure out, well, actually what I'll do is I'll just do it this way. I'll start it in here, and then I'll snip it once I get it where I want it. I'll snip it after I'm done here. Just make sure that it didn't attach to the box. Okay. And then I keep this one solid. Keep it all in the solid. And I'm trying to do this straighten up here. I'm running it in the center. And just run this over here, tapping it lightly. And keep running this in the center. My hot glue. Pulling it. I'm just pulling it a little. Not real hard, because I don't want to make it a lid that is too tight that it won't go back on. Sticks. I was going to say, I can't get this in, huh? Okay. I'm going to go down to there. And then I'm back on the top again. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to run it right in the center here. Okay, and then just go like that. I might have to run it a little bit here so it connects it a little. And make sure it's not gluing my box shut. And then I'm just going to snip it right there. And I'm going to take the scissors and snip it from this side. And there we go. We have me melding my pens. Okay. Now, I might be cutting this on an angle too much, but you just judge how you want to do it, or you can just leave it that it's not hinged too. But I like that it's hinged because it's all in one box. Okay, so I was figuring out how I want to decorate the top of this. And I got some of this Recollection, and this was in my stash, these styrofoam shamrock. They were good luck, but I liked them for a cauldron. And then last year, or the year before, I got this metal, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And I went and snipped it. So I started laying it around, and I added iridescent, and I trimmed him real tight because the ephemera pieces have a large border on them and everything. And this was also from Recollection. I got in my Halloween haul. But, and I have this in my stash. Leaves. I don't know how long I had this. I had a long time. But this is how I want to lay it up. I think I'm first going to glue this onto the cauldron. And this was, I cut it with my pliers. I don't want to stick it on there yet, but I wanted it to look gothic-y like. And then I found, because I wanted like some kind of juice or potion stuff coming out. But I had to figure out, I have this, what is this called? I got this at Walmart, and it's furry. It says feather plumes. And I got white, and I started coloring it with my watercolor marker. Well, then I thought, because I want it green, because I'm going to trim it after I get all the feathers all over. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm first going to take papers, and these are just markers that I had from Diamond Press, and I'm just coloring it. That I got like a darker green. This will be glued down anyhow, so, and I didn't know how it's gonna look. Hopefully when it dries it will be okay. Oh, now I have feathers all over my pen. And then I'm going to take my air painter, and I need a paper towel to do this. And I just have a mess here, don't I? Okay. And it wasn't charged up. I didn't use it for a while, so I'm just gonna, you have to hold, I didn't hold it all the way in, and as you push it in, the color, there we go, color comes through. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint it with yellow. You know what, I should do the green. That's green ain't though. I'm gonna clean it out. That green, I wish this green was in that packet, but it's not. So I gotta find another green. Maybe this green will work. I'm not sure. Let me try it. Okay. Okay, so this one I'm not going to hold real close. I'm just going to spurt it. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. So I want to clean that out. I wish these markers would fit in there. No, they don't. I tried it before and I thought I have these for a long time. They came with that mega kit from Diamond Press. Okay, I'm gonna put that over there. Now I'm gonna, guess I should blow or air dry or hit it with my heat gun. Maybe I should do more, now that it looks like it needs more yellow, green in there. try the yellow in here too. I wanted to add a different texture on it, that's why. Just hit this again. Okay. Move this. Okay, so what I was thinking is I would like to put this here. Now but I don't need that much. So I'm going to trim this. I'm going to have feathers everywhere. Put that up there like that. And that looks different for, and I was thinking about putting this snake in here. Maybe I'll bring that up a little further. And tucking the sign, pick your poison. Maybe I'll pop him up on top of there. And then adding some of this greenery too, before we put the snake down. Maybe I should bring this over just a little bit, because it looks like it's books and a poison. Not sure. How far should I go up? Should I go down? Like start here and go up? Maybe that's what I'll do. Okay. Let me see here. I'll just tap a little bit. I'll do the leaves first, because I don't know. I want to put the snake on top. Or should I put this down? Okay, let's do this first. Okay. Huh. Here, didn't I? About there. Let me see if the snake fits yet. Yep. Okay. And then I'll just tap this. I won't push it down so hard. It would add dimension on it. There we go. And then we'll put the, like this, it's the cauldron. Just don't want to burn my fingers. And I probably will. Okay, back to this. I'm going to touch one of these leaves down again. I want this to look more organic. And then I'm going to bring this up around. Maybe I'll end it right there. I'm just touching up a couple of the leaves. As long as I don't touch them myself. I don't want them to all be... Now I should add another set. just this way a little bit. Trim this down. Okay, I'm just adding it on the back of the leaves, like a dot here and there. Just so I can figure out where I'm placing them. Like that. I gotta figure out where the snake, does he go back in here like this? Or on top? Ooh, maybe I should pull this out a little bit. All right, let's do this. Trim this one here. Bring the snake in here. How did that happen, huh? Oh. I think I'm going to put the snake. Let me do him. He is also a sticker, but I'm not using him as a sticker. I'm just going to keep him. There we go. I think I want to run this in here like this. Maybe in here. Where's I going to put that sign? In here. Pick your poison. That'll put up on dimensionals. I'm going to stick it in up here. I kind of like it like that. There we go. Okay. So just touch this one and this one and this one. There we go. And then I'll put this here. Okay. Now, does that look too much, or does it need more? I kind of think it looks finished the way it is. I don't know. What do you think? Comment if you think I should add more to it or not. Oh, you know what I could do? Oh, look in here. I got these spiders. These tiny little spiders. Oh, yeah. I can add a spider here and there. Maybe I have them come down. Yeah. I forgot about the spiders. They're cute. Do I want to put one here? And then maybe want him walking across the painting. We have 3. There we go. I think that finishes it off. All right. All right, so I'm gonna plug that. So that shows you how to make these cauldrons and decorate them. I still don't have it figured out with opening the lid yet. Maybe you'll have it figured out if you make one, and give me a comment to let me know. I mean, it works. It's just that what do you think? Whoops. That needs glued down too. See, it's good that I looked at this before let me... See, I'm a messy person with glue. And that will rub off there. There we go. Okay. But simple, quick, and now we have 3 cute little cauldrons. If you like it, please hit the like button. It helps me out very much, and I appreciate it. And also subscribe, share with a friend, and hopefully you can make a coffin too, to put a little gift in for Halloween, for something new to do. Thanks again for watching, and happy crafting, everybody.